Look out, Marvel and DC, there are some new superheroes in town, and their names are Mecha Man and Invincible.
Hurt my family!
In the aftermath of 2019's Avengers Endgame, many companies have struggled to continue building hype to more recent projects, with miss after miss like Aquaman the Lost Kingdom, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and the complete dumpster fire that is the entirety of the Sonyverse, besides Venom of course.
It's Morbin time.
While yes, there have been many great movies made during this time, notably the ones on screen now, the public has gotten oversaturated by the superhero genre. Even comics have begun to suffer a bit. In 2023, the comic book market experienced a 7% decline. Simply put, superheroes have kind of been on the decline recently. But unbeknownst to the public, there were a couple of newcomers ready to join the fray. In 2021, the first season of Invincible launched on Amazon Prime. And since it was in the middle of COVID, a lot of people gave it a chance, making it a near instant success. What started out as an innocent run-of-the-mill superhero show showed its fangs at the end of the first episode with the beatdown of a lifetime. When the music cut out and suddenly nobody was cracking jokes anymore, the audience locked in. People were hooked, wondering why Omni-Man would ever do something like this, to people who were supposedly his friends. Meanwhile, people who read the comics sat back and waited. Finally, there was a superhero show with new characters and a new story to tell. One that was unshackled by the restraint of being connected to a larger cinematic universe, or the epidemic of multiverse stories. But it was still pretty niche. It would take until the beginning of 2024 and the end of Season 2 when Invincible was finally thrown into the mainstream. But eventually 2025 rolled around and another new challenger decided to switch things up.
Yo, Mr. White, someone's at the door.
Who is it?
Yo, Mr. White, someone's at the door.
Jesse, we have dementia.
Yo, Mr. White, someone's at the door.
Who is it?
Being Aaron Paul's second adventure into the superhero media, Dispatch is a game made by former Telltale employees where the players take control of the slightly washed up superhero, Mecha Man, whose costume is basically a mix of Iron Man and the Hulk. And personality is a mix of Jesse Pinkman and a more sincere Deadpool.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Unsurprisingly, the game is a point-and-click story game very similar to something like Minecraft Story Mode or The Walking Dead. But what sets this game apart is the incredible story it tells. Dispatch is a superhero game that doesn't have you on the front lines. After the Mecha Man suit gets destroyed in episode 1, he gets a proposition from Blonde Blazer to work at a desk job at the company SDN, where, unsurprisingly, he dispatches heroes to a variety of disasters. To helping someone move into their new place, or stopping an actual kaiju on a beach, SDN covers it all. With the elite Z team with heavy hitters like Fireman, Demon Lady, Invisibitch, Clayface, Cardi C, Knife, Moist Critical, and Jacksepticeye. Not to mention the other co-workers like Not Actually a Blonde, Omni-Man, and my goats, Waterboy and Chase. I don't want to spoil too much because this game is practically brand new, but I highly recommend checking it out. The characters feel real and lived in. The way the dialogue is like playfully immature and witty just makes the characters come alive.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
Now, what makes these indie heroes so great to me is not only their brand new stories, but they don't feel like your run-of-the-mill corporate superheroes. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with superheroes like Superman or Spider-Man. My comic book shelf looks the way it does for a reason. But after so many reboots, it's a nice change of pace to have some new characters to relate to. Mecha Man, also known as Robert Robertson III, is someone who's lost everything. His grandfather and father both died in the front lines as the previous Mecha Men. But when the suit is damaged beyond repair, you can see how desperately he wants to get back into action. He wants to save people, but it's obvious that he can't without the suit. He's not rich like Iron Man or a martial artist like Batman. He's just a regular guy giving it his all to do what's right. Now, Invincible, on the other hand, I'd like to bring your attention to the song Stick Season by Noah Kahan. This might seem a little bit random, but there's a line in there that perfectly encapsulates... How do you say that word? Encapsulates. Encapsulates? Fuck. There's a line in the song that perfectly encapsulates... I'm looking up how to fucking spell this.
Encapsulates.
While this might seem random, there's a line that perfectly encapsulates who Mark Grayson is as a person. After Omni-Man, this one, not that one, leaves Earth in shambles at the end of Season 1, Mark doesn't give himself any time to heal. He tries his best to keep his head up and be the hero that he wants to be. The only problem is that hero is his father. So Invincible now tries to fight his heritage and enforce his morality as the whole world seems to call it into question. Darkman's sidekick doesn't trust him. Cecil and him come to blows, and even his own mother blames him for Nolan leaving, at least in the comics. You see, this is what makes these heroes so great. They're not idealistic or over the top. Even though they wear bright colors and fight horrible villains, they're relatable. Their stories remind us of times when we were in similar, if not slightly toned down, situations ourselves. And that is what makes these new indie heroes so different. So, that's my 2 cents on the matter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. I'm on my way to 500 subscribers, and I could really use your support. Alright, be sure to tune in next week. Bye! Also, if you picked Blonde Blazer over Invisigal, you're fucking crazy.